Hello Scribbler, you are doing a catch-up lesson, which is awesome. You've probably gone to our YouTube channel, found this lesson. I'm going to take you through what we did on the Saturday. There's a lot of work to do, okay, but that's what we do. It's the thinking and the practice that's going to make the biggest difference in your writing journey. Thanks for joining us. All right, this is what we did on the Saturday. We began with this warm-ups number 2. If you were with us before the term, you would have seen the warm-ups number 1, and we started with this activity here. Have a look at the letters in alphabet A, L, P, H, A, B, E, T. Mixing them up. How many words can you make? Now I'm going to give you a little clue. If you find a letter combination like ET at the end, then you could do bet, you could do pet, you could do let. If it was AT, I think you can find some words with AT on the end. Anyway, if you can find 12 to 15 words, that would be awesome. What you have to do now though is pause the video, write as many words as you can, and in about 3 minutes, unpause and we'll continue. I'll be waiting here. Go. All right, you've unpaused. We're moving on. We now go to our adjectives. The reason why we learn and manipulate these adjectives is so our brains start remembering to use them, because students don't use adjectives enough in their writing. Why? It's because we don't think in adjectives. Therefore, when we write, adjectives don't come out naturally. So, I've got 6 adjectives here, and they come from this list here. So here's what you need to do. I want you to screenshot this. Okay, do you know how to do that? Shift print screen, screenshot, or pause the video. Have a look here. These are the words. You could screenshot this bit. These are the words I'm asking you to unscramble. You might even have this sheet from last time we met. I'm going to leave it on here. Okay, copy these down. Copy them down. So pause, copy them down, unpause, and then see if you can find them there. All right, I'm going to wait for a few minutes until you do that, okay? And back. All right, how did you go? They were several, useful, pure, weak, wooden, and legal. How did you go? All right, let's move on to our sentence writing. We're going to practice 2 major things over the next 3 weeks. That is using adjectives and reducing the amount of words we use to say something. For example, this sentence here has 25 words. After a few minutes, the car started to roll down the hill all by itself, and it was hitting other cars on its way down. That is far too many words. Too many words are wasted in that sentence. So I'm challenging you to see if you can rewrite that idea, that sentence about a car going down a hill hitting other cars, in 15 words or less. Okay, so time to pause. See you soon. All right, you've unpaused. How did you go? Here's Mr. C's. I could go soon, oh, better spell it right. Soon after, the car rolled and struck others parked on the hill. How many words have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words. You see? So what I did, I took an idea that was too many words wasted. It was bloated, okay? And I reduced it to 12. That is good writing. We want to do that in all of our writing, okay? All right, moving on. We are, excuse me, we're now looking at adjectives. I want you to write a sentence about a tree. Here's my example. The underlined words come from the adjective list up here. After a long and difficult chase, the weak, hungry lion gave a wide yawn before settling under a familiar group of trees. It's your turn. I want a sentence about trees using adjectives from up there. Now I'm going to give you a clue. My sentence comes in 3 parts. I talk about a chase, I talk about the yawn, I talk about it settling under some trees. That gives me opportunity to use adjectives, because I said it was a difficult chase. I said it was a weak, hungry lion. I said it was a wide yawn, and the group of trees were familiar. So you see, by making 3 sections of the sentence, it enables me to use more adjectives in this case. Not every sentence is going to be that long, but we do need to get used to using adjectives. So I'm going to have the screen on the adjectives. You pause the video, come back and see if you can write a sentence with 3 or 5 adjectives about trees. Okay? Pause, and I'll see you back in a moment. That's your job. Go. All right, and you're back again. So far you should have been working for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, maybe 15 minutes. I know the video is shorter, but you've got work to do. Let's move on. All right, I'm going to show you a picture, and I want you to write me a 3 or 4 sentence paragraph about it, like a narrative. Okay, you ready? Here's the picture. That's what we did on Saturday. Okay, so pause the video, write me a narrative, 3 or 4 sentences about that picture right there. Okay, go for it. I'll see you when you come back. You've unpaused, hopefully. You wrote your 3 or 4 sentences. You might have written something like, the dragon sat on the person's hand, it blew out some smoke. The typical thing that students might write, but at Scribble Inc. we don't write like that. So here's the task. First of all, step 1, please copy out my beginning sentence. With aching beauty, the miniature creature snorted and a gentle puff of smoke wafted into the air. Copy that out. I think you'll need about 2 minutes. Go. All right, you've come back. Hopefully you paused, okay? I'm giving you moments to pause and then come back. All right, now, we teach you to write like authors. And to do that, we teach you to think like authors. And to think like authors, we've provided you with a bunch of author sentence starts. You can see here. These starts have actually come from published works of famous authors, okay? So they're very important, because when we get in the mind of an author, we can see that our writing can go to other places. Now, I have picked a bunch of these sentence starts for you to use about that little dragon. Let's have a look at them. So the first sentence, with aching beauty, the miniature creature snorted and a gentle puff of smoke wafted into the air. Then you can choose from distracted by the smoke, she, blah, blah, blah. It frightened her to think that if anyone were to find out, or anything like that. Swallowed by silence, she was mesmerized, as perhaps the only place this creature could be safe was. She held on to the belief that if, whatever, subconsciously biting her lip, she patted it under the neck, or anything you like. You don't have to use all of those. I want you to use 3 or 4 of these sentence starts, which come after that top sentence up there, okay? And you will see how much better your writing is, because I'm asking you to jump out of the river and create a paragraph using specific thoughts, okay? Leading you to specific thoughts. So, time to pause the video. Remember, use those starts, okay? You must use those starts, 3 or 4 of them in any order, okay? I did tell students on Saturday, use this one. Definitely use this one. Maybe as your second or third. It frightened her to think. That would be useful, okay? So pause. I will see you back soon. All right, you're back again. Isn't it good that we can make masterclass in such a short format where from the comfort of your own home, you can watch and learn and do and practice? It's awesome. All right, here's what I want you to do now. Go back to your original paragraph about the dragon and compare it with your new paragraph using the author starts. On Saturday, we discovered 100% of students found the second one was better. Why? They're writing like authors. Why are they writing like authors? They were thinking like authors. How did we think like authors? We use author thinking sentence starts. Bang! It is magic. All right. Well, for extra practice, what we set for homework, and you can bring this with you next week, is another paragraph, your own choice, using the same sentence starts. You will see you can use those for 100 different stories. We just chose the dragon on the person's hand, but now you pick something using the same sentence starts, okay? Write it out, type it out, print it, bring it with you to class next week. Awesome. I can't wait to see you there. Thanks for joining me for a catch-up of Saturday's lesson. Practice, practice, practice. You can go back over this video and do the sentences again. Okay, watch this video twice. It's awesome. All the practice you can do will help you. All right, I'll see you next Saturday. This is Mr. C for Scribble Ink signing off. Stay safe, stay happy. Happy scribbling.